What's up, Dragoon? Good to see you again. All right, enough of that. Cool. If you enjoyed the tunes leading up to this. Hello. I'm on disc 2, which is why there is no intro movie playing. Why it's stuck here. Which threw me for a loop. I thought the game was busted. And then I hit the X button and it did this and I went, oh, okay. And then I reloaded the game and it just sat there and I went, oh, it's because it's disc 2. It doesn't have the intro loaded onto the disc. Makes sense. I have no sound. Damn it, I have no sound. Come on. Alright, there we go. Good. Not corrupt. We in a good space. I'm on Anima Dungeon 2. I have some exploring to do. I'm probably going to cheat in terms of like to get, if there's like any codes or anything like that, I'll probably just look at my strat guide to find them. You did. Find the 3 hidden stones, then put them in the holes. The truth is back there. Looks like there's writing carved on the walls. You did. I finished up Solaris and then dove into disc 2. 4 steps south, 10 steps west. From where? Center stone will be your foothold. Okay. Two, 3, 4. What if I go outside? Probably don't need to be in my... The crescents look so cool. So does Fenrir with a sword. I'm gonna make an RPG, and the max damage output will be 800,800 and... No. 8,800. It'll just be 8,800. It'll just be boob. I'll just... boob damage all over the place. And I'll make it that because I'm an infant and have an infant brain when it comes to humor. How much damage did you do? I did boob damage. Why do all characters do boob damage? Because that's just the way that it should be. Alright. Give me just a second. Let me move some shit around. Oh, I didn't realize there were big things. She's a good character. I really like her. Yo, ninjas. It's almost summer. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. Hope you're well, ninjas. I hope you've been enjoying your RP enjoyance, and I hope that work has not been too overwhelming. It's good to see you again. Okay, let's see. Anima Dungeon 2. Okay, so I gotta go back to that room and do the stuff. Nice. You know what? Self-care is an errand. Like, no one can begrudge you that. She does. And it's like she has the hands on her head, but also... Are they hands? And since she's a nanomachine colony, is her gear just a greater colony of nanomachines? Let's talk to Shopkeep Johnny again. I want to refuel my gears. And I'll save again. Ha! Good job, Wiki. Good job me for inferring what actually is kind of an obvious pull if you think about it. But still, haha! My brain works in interesting ways. She's not with me. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop what you're doing. I love that her gear has no arms, and it's just the handhead. And actually, I want to take this moment to appreciate the gears. I really like the design on Weltall 2. It is a bit... It could use a little more in the torso. Like, its arms are nice and beefy, its legs are pretty beefy, its head is an appropriate size, especially that big old thing it's got going on, but the torso is a bit... I really wish Ellie would get an Omnigear, but alas, she doesn't want to steal it from Shivat. That's fine. Anvari's cool. I like the bat wings. I like the giant thing he's got going on. The red's pretty striking. I think proportionally it works. I think it's a good mech design. The Ren Maswo looks fucking sick as an Omni Gear. Yeah, everything about it is just, it's super dope. And it's a shame that I don't plan on using Billy, because that's a schmexy looking gear. The steer looks like, what if a Gundam, but designed by a Western mech warrior player? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cressons, I think I really like the body design on the Cressons. I love the lack of arms. I like how slender it is in general, and I like how proportionate it is. And it looks. I think it's really good looking. And I remember as a younger individual playing this, I hated the hand head because I thought it was so stupid. But at the same time, I think it's kind of cool, and I like how dexterous they are. The tactileness of the fingies. And then we're back to and of course, Seebsen. This thing's just a behemoth. Like, this looks like a Zaku unit, but like on steroids. I like it just because of its sheer brute forceness. This would work in like within a Western ideal of what mech design is. When I say that, like, look at things like Battle Tech and Mech Warrior, and how like the mobile suits and stuff like that are less mobile suits and more walking tanks. That's what this feels like. Yeah, it looks like a souped up Tall Geese. I will agree with that. But it's a little more bulky than what Tall Geese is. Tall Geese is more along the lines of like this, to be honest. With like cape. Just give it a cape and you're good. And then Fenrir, looking at it in this way, I don't really like it. I like the head. The shoulders are a bit much. They could be toned down just a smidge. But I like the legs. I think the legs are good. And yeah, the torso is fine. I wish they would have put some green across the top, or across the chest plate there. But I get it. Most of these don't really have a whole lot outside of... No. Hers just looks really good. But that being said, I think this one in motion looks really good. And yeah, those are Sam's thoughts on the gears in Xenogears. Needless to say, I think they're, in general, I find them all to be nice. I think Steer is just... My lack of words is how I feel about Steer. I feel like it could be so much more than it is. Hey, I gotta get out of my max in order to do this. I don't want to fight these things. I want to go into this room. And finish this stupid puzzle. Okay. If you don't read each of the pillars, you can't complete the puzzle. Okay. Find the 3 hidden stones and put them in the holes. Aim your sights higher. Looks like there's writing carved on the walls. The unseen is true too. Truth is back there. Okay. So it's from where you received the clue, 4 steps south, 10 steps west. Eastern wall. It's this one over here. 4 steps south. Okay, so from here we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one too many. And 10 steps west. 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks here. Just below the southernmost pillar, and press the X button. Nope. Hold on. What? West, just below the southernmost pillar, and press the X button when you reach the wall. This makes a stone drop from the ceiling. Push the stone into any hole in the floor. Okay, now what? Search the northern side of the west pillar to make a second stone fall. Northern side of the west pillar. Okay. Okay. Jump onto the stone and then jump up onto the middle pillar. Oh. Well, shit. Fucked it up. Alright. I can piece things together from a story perspective. I can't do puzzles for shit. I must have to read. Hold on. Okay. Read all of these. Alright. Here. Okay. Okay. Jump. Okay. Now I know. Oh, I can move these at diagonals? Nice. That helps me how? I like that they're anticipating me being a good acrobat. Huh? How'd they get up here? They are frog people. Yeah. They have the hops. Thank you for that. That was a good shot. Did it. Is there any other puzzles? Any other puzzles? Nope. Wood beans. All right. There are some things left. No, I don't want to fight these. I don't want to fight these because these take a lot of resources. And like, oh, I'm charging. I'm not trying to escape. I'm smart. Oh, can I not go into the water? Really? Why? Hold on, can I go into the water as people? Nope. Okay. All right. I gotta drain that shit first. A survival tent. Nice. Where's my ruins music, damn it? Really? So... my greed for treasure is too great. I get what I deserve. Murray. Fear not the darkness of the walls of the pit, for if you keep moving forward, the path you will find. No? Okay, there's another one over there. Okay. I'm trying to move forward. And this is going to take me to in between the other two. I mean, obvious. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. So, I'll make sure there's no doors I'm missing here. No. Okay. Okay. All right. I will go this way. I'll leave. I'll see what the wood is. I should have checked the walls. There probably would have been more information on them. Huh. I want to get down there. Oh. But how? Find the hidden passage in this room to proceed. Secret is in the wall of the third hole. I found it. All right. Huh? Now what? Yikes, the ceiling is falling. Show some courage and stand your ground. I understand. I understand. So how I figured out where to go here is it says the secret's in the third hole, and this says keep running forward. Even in the darkness, you will find the light. Essentially fall into the third hole and then run forward. Alright. Now to have courage and just stand here. If you look, you can tell that there's no spikes in the middle of this thing. So we'll just stand here and be protected and safe. Looks like there's a switch on the floor. Huh. Let's see. Water level won't go any further. Okay. All right, no, this is good. This is good. God, if I have to make my way back here just to do all of this again. Ugh. Wait, I lowered the water level. What the? What the hell? Shush you. For that room, he says. The sad thing is you're probably not wrong. Oh, good. I'm normal sized to fight these things. All right, let's go, homies. Probably a bit overkill, but that's fine. I love her war cries. Man, the animations on these frog people are really good. He's too good with the sword. He's just too good with the sword. It's not fair to my enemies. Her jumping animation is really good too. I like the animation on her hair in particular is really super cute. Yeah, she learned one. Excellent. Damn it. All right, come back here. Do it again. Okay, let's try this again. I gotta remember to read walls more. That's the trick. If we just stand still, will we be okay? Yes, Faye. We've done it before. I want to ask stupid questions. Getting dizzy. Okay. There's a button with 3 marks on it. Push it. There's a button with 7 marks on it. Push it. Okay, alright. 1. Oh god, is this one of those like weird math equation things? I hate this. I'm not good at math. So what am I shooting for? Like, there's no... Okay, here we go. Not too little or too much. Find a happy medium to succeed in life. What? Buttons on both sides control the water level. Okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah, alright, here's what we're gonna do. Fill this son bitch back up. Actually, hold on. Okay. So I'm going to assume this is 10. And I want a happy medium of 5. So if I subtract 7, add 6, subtract 7. Nope. my puny brain cannot compute. I am just going to look up the solution. Looking up the solution, because I don't feel like trying because I'm bad. The goal is to make the water pit have a volume of 5. Hey, I was right. Water pit starts at a volume of 10. You can figure this out logically for a challenge, or just follow these instructions to drain the pit. Okay, so... Don't push, hold on. The water won't go anywhere. Okay, so it's a 10. No. So we take 7 away. Put it at 3. Then we add 3 to put it at 6. And we add 3 to put it at 9. Oh, okay. I was so close to figuring this out initially, and then I just... And we take 7, leaves us with 2, and then we go back and we add another 3, and it puts us at 5. What's up next? Push it. Push it. Push it real good. I did it. And while I started to cheat by using the guide, I didn't actually cheat and use the instructions. I figured that out with my own brain. Yay! Are there any more puzzles? You know what? I don't care. I'll cheat again if I have to. Well, I appreciate the time that you're here, regardless. And I thank you for spending your Friday evening with little old me. Just push that down there for a second. All right. Beastly robe. Okay. What's it do? It's pretty strong. Oh, I have black leather for that. Yeah, that's fine. I forgot that I bought black leather for him too. Rose tabard. Ooh. Ooh. Can you use the beastly? No. Yo, good luck. There was a thing I wanted to do and I don't know. I remembered. I want to see how quickly. Okay. Wait a minute. One of these is missing. Isn't there? Yes. Oh. Does she not? She can learn it, right? No, she only gets 3. Much like Billy only gets 3. And Ricardo. Or Rico. Bart gets 4. Citan gets 4. Ellie gets 4. And Faye gets 6. Huh. And he won't get Kokei until I hit level 70 with him, which not too far off. Had to do all this puzzle solving with no music. It hurts my brain because I want the music to exist. I'm gonna stay out of mech for a minute. Bright flashing lights. Circle, 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 circle. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you are dead with fire. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it feels like Cosmos is a natural progression of Esmeralda, or of Emeralda. And I say that, and what I mean is both were created in part by the main character of the franchise. Both are, you know, artificial constructs that were, let me rephrase that first part. Both are artificial constructs created by the main character with the assistance of others. Both have an unusual loyalty towards the main character, like an unbroken bond type thing of nothing will cause them to, nothing will force them to be disloyal to the lead, to the main character. Both are ridiculously more powerful than like everybody else. Yeah, I have a feeling that if the creators of this had stayed with Squaresoft instead of breaking off and forming Monolith Soft, I get the feeling that Emeralda would have been the character that they would have put in all of their other future projects instead of Cosmos. And I would have been okay with it because Emerald's cute as hell. Also, Crescents is dope. That being said, in thinking about Xenosaga, it made me think of Bandai Namco, which then made me think of that Tales of Arise trailer that was shown off yesterday. It looks pretty cool. I'm kind of excited. Well, no, I'm not excited so much as I'm happy that there's a new Tales game coming out, because that's a franchise that's very good. I should play Legendia. Ooh, maybe I'll play that next. Maybe I will play that next. Um, so far, game reveals from this pre-E3 hot game summer has not really been anything too exciting, to be honest. I'm happy Elden Ring's coming out and that it has a date, but it's not my jam. If anything, it's about time, and I'm happy that both From Software and Bandai Namco have been like, we teased you 2 years ago, it's got a date. And I have a feeling it's not going to slip from that date either. I do not think that that game's going to get a delay. If it does, I won't be too surprised, but I really don't think it's going to get a delay. So there is Anima Relic. Is an Anima Relic in these ruins. So ancient people worship meaningless things too, huh? Who's that? What'd you say? Say something I understand. Who are you? Get out of my head. Rico, are you okay? And it's fused with steer. Now it has a bigger neck. I've seen that shape somewhere else. Wasn't that Rico's gear? It looks like it was your turn, Rico. Well, anyway, we'll soon see when we go outside. I bet we fight Ramses. One final time. Whoa. What the... The final confrontation. Oh no.
Hey, bro. It's been a long time no see, bro.
Hammer, is that you? What are you doing in that outfit?
I was finally able to get, super strength, just like you, bro. It feels so good being one with your gear. Gillian did this to me. Anyway, just leave that gear and Miss Ellie for me. Resistance is useless. I'm much too powerful for you now.
What are you saying, Hammer?
What? You're not handing them over? Oh, I see. Sorry, bro. Then, I'll just have to use force and take the girl from the gear from you, bro.
Stop it, Hammer.
Even you, chump, won't win against me now. No, sorry. Here I come.
Alright, bro. Oh, he has something that increases the... he's got legs. No, he has 4. Oh. He's General Grievous. Let's see if I can get her to infinite. Pretty sure I have Death Blower 3 on him. I'll have to double check that. I don't believe I put it on Faye. So that was a quick 1500 damage to him. Oh, okay. All right, bro. All right, bro. I see you. Shit, I didn't even bother to check to see if Crescents has anything worthwhile. Huh. There we go. Three turns of this, I'll take it. I have a really bad feeling. Uh-oh. I don't know what this means. We're about to find out. I hope he doesn't explode and like do a shit ton of damage to everybody. That'd be bad. Come on, Citan, you go into infinite too. Should we get out of here? All right, hold on. Because I don't want to have to do full reload and do this whole last section again. Let's see what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. All right. Hey, it's my bro. Oh.
Far too strong. Even for me. Just when I thought I finally got power enough to beat you.
Hammer.
Champ, promise me you'll go back to Nortune one day. You are the next in line to be the Kaiser, bro.
You knew?
Don't underestimate the power of my information network. But it's no use now, bro. For a big player like me, this is probably the end I deserve.
Hammer! Hammer disappeared into the chasm with a look of satisfaction. Was he happy because he had been able to attain it? His brief moment of power? Hammer's smile. Was that the look of joy from attaining power? Or was it the look of relief from the pain that was brought upon him by his mutation? Ultimately, we had no other choice but to defeat our friend, Hammer. Don't put that into quotes. He was our friend. He was just trying to do what's best for us. I mean, he was a little jealous. He was still our friend. For the sake of our own survival. Was there any other way around it? I've never felt that fighting was so futile till now. Ellie cried continuously. She hated herself for not having the power to be able to do anything to help him. When I saw her like that, I couldn't help thinking, I can no longer allow her to fight like this. We returned to Ignis, feeling that this had become much more than we could bear. What do you want, Ramses? You. If you didn't exist, that's why. I must get rid of you. Only then will I be able to beat him. What do you think you're doing, Ramses? That's absurd. Do you think you can neutralize my power? Of course he can. He was made to be able to do so. Krelian, surely you're not on their side now. Oh, really now? I don't care about a group of old geezers who are so obsessed with clinging onto their dear little lives, that they had to resort to turning themselves into data on the Soul 9000 in order to survive. That's not why. Your existence obstructs me from reaching my goal. That's all. Haven't you been working for humanity's future, for humans to live longer? That is why I assisted you. Yes, that is correct. I try to lead the people in my own way. That hasn't changed in the least. Krelian, what's gotten into you? Kill him, Ramses. Who's really under the mask? Who's really under the mask? That's not gonna show. I still don't understand his throne room. Like, I don't get it. Also, where was it? If it wasn't on the Solaris that we brought down, where was it? So, Cain is dead. Yes. The final fate of our bond... the final fate for one bound within everlasting flesh. If only he had just accepted our logical ideals, too. A fitting end for someone who had become dominated by needless flesh. Excellent work, Krelian. Now, there is nothing that can stand in the way of us accomplishing our objective. The Anima Relics have been awakened and have aligned with their respective Animus. Dan, Joseph, Gad have each been aligned with the Surface Dweller as their Animus. Wait a minute. Those are the same Animus from Xenosaga. Now, again, these two pieces of fiction are not connected to one another at all from a story standpoint. The creators don't have a vast pool to pull from. It seems, because one, Animus is in the Xenosaga, and that's what runs the 12 oh god, what are they called? The 12 aims robots, the 12 aims mechas, and they have names like Dan, Joseph, and Gad. Be a little more, well, I mean, it was original enough in 98. Change the names at least. Make it like Jeff, Dominic, and I don't know, Job with a G. I digress. Huga's Asher, Ramses' Zebulon, Krellion's Judah, Sophia's Dinah, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Issachar were already aligned 500 years ago. And finally, Graf's Naphtali. All of the Anima relics have now been activated. The identity of the persona mask of the mother has also become clear. The time has come. Now is the time to open the door to God's domain, to attain the fleshly body in the wisdom of God. The time of the true awakening, to carry us to new horizons. Yes, the time of the gospel has come. Now, humans, extol the awakening of God. You're using the key. I'm gonna shut the camera off my face so I can... Oh wait, I don't want that up there either. Well, actually no, this is fitting. Ellie is disgusted. Suddenly, the howling erupted. Even the people who had not mutated were being turned into wells. They howled out like war cries, as if to call out to something. That was because Ramses had been manipulated into assassinating the Emperor. Now, with nothing else holding them back, the Ministry had put into use the Geisha Key. Or is it the Gatia Key? I'm gonna call it the Geisha Key. I think I've said that like 4 times throughout this playthrough, and how to properly pronounce that word, I don't fucking know. I'll say it however. The effect of which was to alter those people who had been destined by God. Those people destined by God, regardless of whether they were surface dwellers or Solarians, began to change shape, one after the other. The howling was the people who had filled the earth, calling out to God. Once humans have filled the earth, God will awaken from his long sleep, and the awakening of Mahanan, paradise in the sky, will soon follow. The true meaning of what the Ministry had spoken, the true nature of that legend, was at last beginning to be realized. This is what they meant when they said, once humans have filled the earth. Eventually, Mahanan, the resting place of God, woke from its long slumber and began to rise, almost as if responding to the call of the people. It appeared before us in all its majestic glory. That's not spelled correctly. Majestic. There we go. It's supposed to be a J. Hey, that looks an awful lot like that ship from, you know, the intro movie. Just saying. Solaris. Gazelle Ministry sent a massive force there to obtain God and his wisdom. By now, neither the nation of Solaris nor the organization known as Gebler existed anymore. The only thing that was left there was an innumerable accumulation of weapons. Almost all the Solarians had been transfigured into weapons. Gazelle Ministry now reigned over them as their commanders. There was no way we could allow God or God's wisdom to fall into the hands of the ministry. We decided to assemble all the forces we could and head toward Mahanan. It was a perilous battle. There was no guarantee that we would make it. We were to carry out the plan at dawn. Hence, I had to stiffen my resolve concerning her. It is some big ass seaweed. It's like an underwater tree. Wait a minute. You want me to stay here? No, I'm going with you. No, it's too dangerous. Why? I've been in many dangerous situations. This isn't the first. I said no. We can't take you. Please understand. No, I want to go. We've been fighting together all this time. And suddenly you're telling me not to go? I just don't get it. This isn't like any other fight. It's a battle for the wisdom created by God. It's life or death. Aren't all of the fights we've done life or death? I mean, come on, Faye. Whoever controls it becomes the true dominator of the world. And I can't let you as a woman get your hands on it. That's what this sounds like. That's what this sounds like, Faye. It's obvious the ministry will bring the strongest possible troops. There is no guarantee you'll come back alive. That's exactly why I want to go. You don't have the slightest idea. What don't I understand? If the enemy were only the ministry or just mechanical weapons, it would be okay. But most of the enemies will be made up of what were once humans. Humans just like you and I. I saw them at those facilities. Gears that were made out of humans. Just like Ava's. I mean... They were the same as Hammer. Could you now destroy them after knowing this? In order to save ourselves, can you truly say that you would kill those who were once our friends? So, do you still want to go now? Well, you can't even kill one person. Your presence would be a burden during the fight. You just get in the way. Oh, that was really harsh. You should go apologize. Everybody just turns and looks at him. Hey, Faye, don't you think that was a little too far? We cannot blame her. At least we should understand her feelings. I know how Ellie feels. I knew she wouldn't have listened to me if I had just said, "You're not coming." Seeing as she has worked together with us for such a long time and all, That's why I had to explain it to her like that. The people gathered in Nisan need Ellie. She's got to realize how much people are depending on her. I can't put her in a dangerous situation. But the way you said it was a little harsh. You didn't have to be so cold. She was crying, you know. But I am sure she realizes that. I agree. Maybe you are the one who doesn't understand. Question mark? Me? I don't understand? A lady's heart. She wants to go to be with you, Faye, till the end. How are you that stupid, man? If I were you, I'd hold her tight and say, let's go together, just like that. Really? Well, no, I mean, young master, don't overdo yourself now. Ah, shut up. Anyhow, why don't you go ask her to come with you? Whether she'll go or not, you should express your feelings in words. Or actions, as I'm sure you'll do. If you really care about her, you have to go tell her. Express your feelings, right? I didn't mean that's a good sprite. It's a good animation too. I like that. I didn't mean. Too late now. Everyone knows it. You're not being true to yourself, are you? I agree. Faye, say it straight out. Go ahead. Go chase after her. What are you waiting for? I'm gonna get laid. Y'all just don't know yet. I'm gonna say it first, and I am gonna take a wee bit of a break. I want to get up, stretch my legs. You know what? I'll come back and I'll play for like another 2 hours and go, I should probably stretch my legs, and then play for another hour after that and go, I'm gonna be done. So yeah, I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna take a 5-10 minute break, get up, stretch my legs, grab a snack, and then I'm gonna come back and watch the aftermath of Faye and Ellie bumping uglies. Stick around, I guess. Okay, I've returned. So I'm I'm looking at the strat guide. I'm like close to the end. Like, close to the end. I think there's only like one more dungeon left. Yeah, and then I have some the ability to kind of like do some stuff before the final dungeon. I have like 2 more sets of boss fights to do. But yeah. Anyway, I hate when strategy guides like list a strategy for the final boss, but then they're just like HP's a mystery. And it's very easy. They could have just not known what the HP was, which, you know, from what I've understand and from what I've heard from others in the last month, this guide is not the most accurate. I mean, I can tell just by looking at it. But, like, what the hell's the point of getting a strategy guide if I'm not getting the information on the last boss that I want? Like, you don't have to spoil everything, which this guide does, because it has like frame by frame shots and images in the back of the book of the final animation, which is so, why would you do that? Like, spoiler free guides, man. I wish they existed. If you go to the engine room, the old man will smack you one. Hey, stupid, it's the other room. You guys just watching me up there? How do you know which room I'm going into? How do you know which one I'm not? Alright. A lover's quarrel. Sorry about what just happened. Forgive me. But I want to explain. Now, for the first time, people on both Earth and Solaris are becoming one. But then, not all of them are strong like the crew of this ship, or the people in Shivat. Even we almost lose sight of our future at times, so you can imagine what regular people are going through. That's why people need someone like you to depend on, as a light to guide us. You freed the hearts of the people that have been used as tools by that ministry for hundreds of years. Ellie, it was you. And now, your body doesn't just belong to you anymore. That's why I can't let you be in any danger. And that's why I don't want you to fight anymore. It's funny, isn't it? We used to be enemies, but now we're together like this. In the beginning, I think I saw myself in you. We seemed to overlap, you being in a similar situation as I was in. When I was with you, I didn't feel alone or apprehensive. That's why I thought I liked you. But it wasn't that. I simply didn't have the courage to look at my true self. I turned to you to run away from it all. I mistook that for love. But it's different now. I can face my own problems. I am me, and you are you. It has all become clear to me now. I also learned that I really do need you. It's not because I need you as a sanctuary for my problems. I need you because I truly love you. Ellie. I know what you're saying, Faye. I know why you're so concerned for my safety. You know, I'm scared. I fear we may never see each other again. I just have this feeling. Don't worry. I won't die. Says everyone that dies. Literally everyone that has died has said that. At some point. No, it's not that. It's something completely different. It's as if I'm being torn apart by something I can't resist. That I'm no longer me. Even if you come back safely, it just feels so uneasy. That is why I need to go with you. I can't bear to be away from you. I feel the same way. Ever since the time I met you in that forest, I think it's the same feeling that you've been having. I was also running to you. But I have to solve my own problems. I can't throw my problems onto you. There is another me. Id is within me. I fear that at any moment, Id may awaken within me. You're the only one that has been able to keep me from giving in to Id. It was because you were always by my side that I was still able to keep from losing myself. I promise you that I will return. So that is, Ellie, I want you to be my reason to return. To be my home that I can return to. Ellie, if you will wait for me to come back, even if we are in totally different places, as long as you will stay by my side, I know I'll be able to do anything. Oh, Faye. Smooch. Oh, Anime. Several hours later. Are you going now? Yeah. Sorry, did I wake you? It's okay. I've been awake all along. You weren't that good. All along? Uh-huh. I was watching over you while you slept. And before I realized it was morning. Damn. Sorry I wasn't as good as I should have been. Well, I'm off. Alright then. Do be careful. Yeah, I will. Oh. Could you hold on to this for me? What is it? Is this a pendant? I don't know whose it is. It seems it was on me when I was brought into Lahan. Maybe mine. Or could be. Could be. Oh, nothing. Will you just hold on to it for me? Alright. I'll hold on to it for you. Thanks. Well, I guess it's goodbye. Oh, Faye. Yeah? Thank you. Ellie, are you okay about this? Don't you want to be with him? Yes, but it's because I believe in him. Just being close to a person is not in itself an indication of love, is it? But men are selfish. When something big happens, they say, "It's too dangerous, you can't come." They treat women like we are weaklings. Though it is true I can't help Bart and friends much anymore. That's not true. Everyone wants someone special waiting for them. Someone who will protect a place they can return to. If you don't have that peace of mind, then you would not be able to get anything done. Men try to tough it out as much as they can, and then some. They're cute the way they are. The way they do that, aren't they? Yeah, you're right. Anyway, we have things we have to do. And while we do them, let's pray that everyone comes back safely. To God? No, you idiot. They're trying to kill God. No. To your own innermost feelings that everyone believes in. What's wrong? I knew it. Yeah, that must be it. What? Ellie, it's like everyone says. You must be a reincarnation of Sophia. You have no way of knowing the Nisan sect's teachings but what you say. Well, it's exactly the same as what Sophia always said. Yes, that might be it. First time I visited here, I had the most amazing feeling. Familiar. Sad. Like I had visited here many times in my dreams. I know where each room is and what's in them. I just know I must have been here in the distant past. Before, if you had spoken of this, I'd have brushed it off with a laugh. Now I can more or less believe it. Things I couldn't do then, I'm probably trying to do now. Things you couldn't do? Yes, things I couldn't do. Driving back the Solarian interceptor forces, we took to the floating continent Mahanan. It was the central hull of a colossal spacecraft with a diameter of at least 40 kelts. Eldridge. That's the name of the ship from the very beginning of the game. Judging from the condition of the hull, we estimated the ship was thousands of years old. I love that they call it Mahanan and Eldridge is written on the side. Very good, the odds. It was determined by examining the inside of the wreckage that some kind of accident occurred on this ship about 10,000 years ago, which forced it to crash onto our planet. No skeletons, nothing. Alien beings that came to our planet from a far-off galaxy eons ago. Could it possibly have been that our ancestors were the passengers of the ship and had crash landed here on this planet? Got it in one! Sort of. Seeking God and his divine wisdom, Raziel's tree, which, it is said, lie here in Mahanan, we proceeded further. Change my members here. Hold on, I'm going to be using a lot of gears. And these fights are going to be difficult. If I am not mistaken. Which means that maybe I'd bring Maria with me. Nope. 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 Stick it like this. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. If I lose, I lose. It is what it is. Let's see here. Gears. What do I need to protect against? Need to make sure that electric damage isn't as important. Let's see here. shit, I'll just throw that on. That's fine. Enables level 3 death blows. But I can't. I'm just gonna hit him with Death Lore 2, it's fine. And this. Light armor 2. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? This is fine. Her defense is a little low, but her attack is equivalent to Feltall. Ether defense is kind of low. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She'll be fine. Everything is dandy. Anything else I can equip? No. I think I did that poorly. It's fine. It's fine. Continue. In the depths, we saw an alien form. It's partially rotted and petrified. A giant, grotesque being. It gave off an inexplicable air of intimidation. Perhaps it was more than a gut reaction. Perhaps it was the fear of the absolute that came from the very depths of our inherited instincts. Are we just in it? No. We just in it. Jesus, okay. Follow these instructions. Enemy and ally HP halved. Okay. Attacking is pointless because it's just gonna heal. Kind of waiting for it to do one of those like halves HP things again. should heal Emeralda. Oh, she doesn't have one. I knew there was something I forgot to do. Okay. So it has about 10,000 left. Okay. Got about 5,000 left. It's fine. You should still live. Wait, no. That's not what I want to do. So, I want to do... Should be enough to do it. No, it killed itself. Okay. Okay. Alright, everybody lived. Hey. Yo, face level's nice. That was the ultimate power? Partially rotted thing eventually self-disintegrated. We proceeded even further. Two Zohars. We came to an enormous cavern. It was big enough to swallow the whole capital of Ave. In its center were two gently glowing objects. It was the source of divine wisdom. It was Raziel's tree. In the cavern itself was a giant computer called Raziel. Wisdom of God, hidden within Raziel. We found the unthinkable when we accessed its data. Ooh, Truth bombs. Here we go. A large, unmanned strategic weapon and its battalion of terminal interface weapons, traveling from star system to star system, and a gargantuan mothership used to carry them. The creation of the Malak, angel, God's army to reign over the vast universe with, and the construction of a divine ark. These weapons were called Yabe, the Interplanetary Invasion Weapon System. What the Gazelle Ministry was pursuing was right here. According to the data, the giant, rotting organism we just defeated was in fact the nucleus of this system. We were on the verge of accessing the data for the object called Zohar. Aha, this is the first time I think that's been uttered. Central neural circuit and power source controlling the entire system, from the weapons to the mothership. When suddenly he appeared. Oh, the hidden data from Raziel's tree. Move away from there. This matter is far too weighty for the likes of you. We must protect it with our lives. We can't let them have the Raziel data. You handle them. I will try and extract as much data as I am able to. If anything goes wrong, I will destroy this place. Oh. Okay. I don't think I can win this fight, so... Alpha Veltal. Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. Sure. Uh-huh. He's dead. Not quite. Yeah, take that 600 damage. I don't think it's gonna matter. Oh shit, he comboed that. Okay. Good.
Guess that's all you can do for now. Are you frustrated? But that is only natural. After all, you are imperfect.
Imperfect?
Yes, you are lacking now. The absence of wrath is an impediment to your utilizing your true strength.
Wrath.
The drive to massacre and annihilate. The compulsion to destroy your opponent. Such wrath is power for the soul. By eliminating your foe, you attain your first sublimation of that drive. It is this very sublimation that draws out the hidden powers within oneself. But clinging to reason, suppressing your wrath and desire, makes releasing your true power a dream within a dream for you. You already know this. Your wrath appeared in your heart. The machine responded, did it not? What drew out such power from your machine was truly the drive of your soul. It was your id. The sign of the purpose you've been seeking. The mark of a natural-born assassin.
You're wrong. It's absolutely untrue. I am not id.
The time has come. I'll take your soul. Draw its power out to the limit.
Enough.
Huh. What are you stopping me for?
He is bait. If you kill the bait, the precious bird we wish to capture will fly away. You know, a very important bird, needed to fulfill my earnest desire. You understand, don't you, Lacan?
Suit yourself.
We shall crucify them. In the land of Golgoda, to the west of here. Collect all the broken gears. Crucifixion, eh? Seems a bit harsh. Does it not? When Faye and the others arrived at the deepest part of Mahanan, it was looking after the newly mutating people in Nisan. People mutating, one after the other. Like some eternal nightmare that made me wonder just how long we would have to keep on nursing them. Are you okay? You haven't had any rest, have you? I can handle things on my own for a while. Why don't you go out for a walk? Thank you, but I'll be all right. I'd rather keep busy so that I don't worry about things too much. Is that it? Hey, Ellie, what's that? This? Can I see it? Just as I thought. It's the pendant of Nisan. But why do you have it, Ellie? It's Faye's. I'm holding on to it for him, but it feels as if I have always worn it. When you wear that, you look even more like Sophia. Really? Flattery won't get you anything, you know. Anyway, we need to hurry up and test the new mutation suppressant assembler on these other people there. We can't afford to have them change any further. Ah. Make that shing noise. Oh, that's one of them. Oh no, something has happened to Faye and the others. Overcome by indescribable fear, I decided to ascend to Shavat, which was stationed in the skies above Nisan. Awaiting me there was a transmission from Krelian. He told me that if I wanted to save Faye and the others, I would have to come to Golgoda. Krelian wanted me. In order to save Faye and my other friends, I departed in the last Omnigear left remaining in Shavat. My previous fear of riding in this machine was surmounted by my desires to rescue the people dear to me. It's dope looking. Are you sure about going it alone? Elian told me to come by myself. I can't afford to break the agreement, so please stay behind and protect everyone here. But is this a trap? I know. Then why? If I do not go, they and them will be executed for sure. Krellian isn't concerned with anyone else but me.
So what makes you think he's going to hold his part of the bargain? Do you have any way of knowing what he will definitely save your friends by doing this?
No. Then it's suicide. It might be. But I've made it this far because of Faye and the others. Because they accepted me as their friend.
You go away, what about us? What about all the people who have assembled in Neeson that you leave behind? Everyone's dependent on you for their spiritual support.
People in Neeson will be fine. They can stand on their own feet without any support from me. This is also true of you all, right?
But why do you do so much for him?
I don't know. I guess it's a woman's prerogative to be selfish. Perhaps. A woman's prerogative. I'm not a holy woman of any sort. I'm just a regular woman. I get angry, cry, I laugh. Though at times I can resent others, I also know how to love others. Loving whole masses of people at times, and loving just one person the rest of the time. I am in supreme bliss when I am embraced by the man that I love. Giving what I have to him and receiving what he gives me, we became one flesh. That is the moment when I am most at peace. It is my prerogative as a woman to simply want to save the man that I love. Boss. I'm sorry for saying such selfish things. I'll go and do all that I can for my friends. So I want you all to do whatever it is you can do for your friends here. Well, better get going now. I'd just like to point out before this starts, what a fucking scene this is. Look, it's so good. But wait, why isn't Maria... Poor Choo Choo. Like, they weren't in my party. Like, where's Crescens? Where's the Steer? Where's Renmazuo? Where's Anvari? Like, they should be there too. Yeah, that's true. Where is Maria during this, seeing as she doesn't ride inside of the gear itself? Well, I mean, it is possible that she, they do have a cockpit. She chooses not to ride in it ever. No, I see. Look, don't question that. All right, just look at the visual. Like, they could have just done Crescents. It would have been better. Really? You idiot. Why did you come here? Krellian's after you. Forget about us. Run and save yourself. I came as I was told. I am the only one you need. You have nothing to do with this. Let Faye and the others go.
How gallant of you, Elhaim. It's as if that scene from the past has been brought back to life in the present. So you came in an Omni-gear. That too is her gear. Allow me to confirm something. Consider what kind of treatment your friends will receive on one condition. that you first defeat these two men here with that gear you came in. How about it, Elhaim? Forget it, Ellie. He's up to something. Don't accept it. Faye is right. Krelian is not a man of his word. And he always has ulterior motives when he sweet-talks someone. What is more, those men are fighting machines created by Krelian. Their combat skills are immeasurable. They are not opponents you can handle by yourself. Except you are the mother, so maybe you can. Do not take him up on his offer. Escape while you can. My, such harsh criticism. I am not that brutal. So what would it be, Elhaim? Even if you were to try to flee now, it is not likely you would be able to. You see, I have this whole area surrounded by my guards. Wouldn't it be logical to take the choice where you may still stand a chance? No matter how slight it may be. Now do it, Ellie. Alright then. I'll do what you say. Good. You are indeed my precious little bird. Now, on with it. If it gives Faye and them even the slightest chance of escape, then I will fight. I don't care if it even costs me my life. They're too fast. Oh, hey, I've seen that guy before. He was present when I fought Merelda. Outmatched, even in my Omnigear. But I can't just... not like this. I can't lose. Must somehow stop movement. Stopped. Now's my chance. Ha! She gonna start like hitting everything with 100% accuracy now? Did I do it? No, psych. Look at that. I thought it had some sort of effect. Oh, that hurt. I'll get you back. It was wrong of you to underestimate our power. This is all fair. But I get the feeling some type of id creature is gonna show up and save her. Yeah. Getting no results. It can't be helped, Mugwort. It's about time to finish the job. down yet. Down yet. It's to be expected. Multiple fractures, major blood loss. I wouldn't be surprised if the cockpit was a sea of blood. At worst, death. What the? There's no way you could stand after taking that much damage. Your Gears face is so cool. Mugwort. Why you? How dare you do that to my partner? What even is this? Apologies for flashing lights. There is a lot of them. Ellie. A true awakening, just merely protecting her master. Either way, it does not alter the fact that she is the mother existence that I have been searching for. Now, men, recover that machine. Place priority on the safety of the pilot. Use whatever it takes to preserve her life. Well then, I shall be taking this girl with me. As for the rest of you, why don't you just wallow there pathetically while you meditate on your own lack of any real power?
Pitiful. You can't even protect a single woman. It is not even worth the effort of putting a spineless wretch like you out of your misery.
Ellie was taken away. Miss Krellian had told her we were left alive. Is Krellian just keeping his promise? No. That can't be it. There had to be another way, or another real reason why he allowed us to live. The gloat? We had to find that out. To show us how feeble it was to fight against him. Excuse me. Interesting that it doesn't say continue. It says wait or start. fleshly body of God has been recovered.
The Anima and the Animus have all been obtained.
All that is left for us to do is change into the Animus and become one with the Mother Persona. And that is incorrect. What? What do you mean, Krellian? What did you just say? What are you doing, Krellian? Have you gone totally insane?
He's extracting data from them.
What are you doing to the memory banks? Do not touch them. We cannot survive without them.
You were the only ones who could have activated the key. But now that it has been activated, I have no longer need you. I'm having you all erased.
How dare you?
The only obstacle that kept me from my goals was Cain. He was the one person who had total control of the people, and thus was my greatest nemesis. The only person who could terminate Cain was Cain himself. That is why I created a copy of Cain. Ramses acted exactly as I predicted, killing Cain. Now there is no one who can stop me. I'm not interested in your power of authority. Did you really think you were acting on your own free will? You were all just parts of the system, created only as weapons of invasion and oppression. You were just terminal interface weapons.
We can become God. And you're...
God? Who said you'd be God? What impertinence. We are humans. We were created to be terminal interfaces of God. It is the same for you, who were once humans. Man cannot become God. We can only entrust ourselves to God.
Ridiculous. Going against the Mother.
I've not gone against her. This is the will of the other mother.
You think you can eliminate us and still revive God?
It can be done. Your genes were scattered in order to keep the world alive after the fall and days of destruction. Those genes live on today within the humans. The Anima vessels, and the recipients of their alignment, the Animus, and also the Persona. By combining these with my nanomachines, humans will become living beings very much the equivalent of you. Actually, they may far surpass you in becoming worthy terminal interfaces for God. So you are no longer of any use to me. Deus, the physical manifestation of God, only wants results. I mean, the means are insignificant to him. So this is my ARC plan, my Project Noah. May all your worries cease. Rest in peace, ancestors of mortal men. No, it is just you and I, Sophia. I was powerless. All I could do was stand by and watch as they took Ellie from me. I am powerless. What are you doing there? Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Gruff. I didn't stand a chance against him. It was obvious from the start. It was impossible to try to defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. And Ellie, why was she so damn foolish? I implicitly told her not to come. I told her to run away. She had to have known it was a trap. Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like that. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of an attitude, that is. The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. I don't remember what voice I gave Wise Man. I just don't care. Weren't you depending far too much on the power of your machine? Not to mention that new id power you're now able to control. What is Graf's source of power? His machine, his technique, his experience? Do not think so. It is his feelings. His heart, his feelings that are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of this world. Hatred is his source of power. Your feelings weren't focused enough to fight off Graf. That is why you could not win. Your feelings must be in the right place. That is strength. I'm not surprised you lost, seeing as you do not understand the true meaning of strength. Wise Man. That young lady. The only thing in her heart was her desire to save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. It was because she had such strong feelings that you are here and still alive. That is what I think. Of course. You've been defeated. However, that doesn't mean it's over. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It is now your turn to save her. Is it not? Well, what are you going to do, Faye? I'm going to... In order to save Ellie, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts. And 2 weeks later, we found her. Using the data obtained from Raziel and his own nanomachine technology, Krelian had begun the construction of God's Ark, Merkava. Its completion was imminent. To prevent its activation, to rescue Ellie, we headed for Merkava. Sounds an awful lot like Merkaba. In fact, depending on the translator and the translation, they're probably the same fucking word. Again, creators of the Xeno franchise had, during the first 4 games that they made, had a hard time coming up with new names for things and new identities of things. And they changed it a little bit once they got into the Blade franchise. You again. You girls thinking of going in there too? Don't get any wrong ideas there. We are here to help our commander. Yang and Krelian have been manipulating his emotions for the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. We simply want to free the commander from those bonds, so that we may be saved, or he may be saved. Neither for the sake of the world, or for the sake of your girlfriend, Elheim. We have no intentions of fighting on the same side as you. Fine. You have your own battles to fight, and we have ours. Let's leave it at that. But, things get out of hand. You head back. We'll handle it. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see. We entered inside of Merkava, and while fighting back units of weapons that self-regenerated through the use of nanomachines, we headed for the central core. And then, once again, Ramses appeared before us. Interesting that once again isn't capitalized. That once should be.
Okay. All right.
Who do I want my party?
I've got really tricky fights coming up. I think I'll stick with these three. I think these three are good options right now. I don't really have any real basis for that other than I just think that it's the right thing to do. Okay. Is there... Hold on. Take a room with a memory cube and a character change icon. If you go through the eastern doorway, you'll find a robot who will sell you character items and gear parts. Okay. Eastern... This one over here. Looks like this shaft somehow connects to the outside. We don't have time to turn back. Let's hurry ahead. What would you like? I said last time that saving at the beginning of the Anima Dungeon 2 was where my corrupt save file originally formed on my first playthrough. But actually, I think it's here. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine too. All right. I have one already. All right, I need to make sure I equip that. Parts. All right, let's have a look at the steer here. Okay. This looks significantly better than the first one. I don't like the big smokestack on the back, but you know, aside from that, the rest of this design is really sick. It's a lot cleaner. It's a little sharper. I really like the head shape. I think that's really cool. Let's just zoom in. I can't see anything.
Arms and the shoulder look really good. Yeah, the smokestack on the back with the bat wings, kind of dumb, but it's fine. Crescents continues to be amazing. Oh, you're already already know you're fine, man. I need to equip things here. Ears. Equip. I already had two. Okay. That's... Wonder Whip. Sorry, that's just a fun name. Okay. Sorry for the noise. Needed to adjust my microphone. Actually, I'll be right back.
Alright, I return. Get into the big doorway. I'm sure something's gonna happen there. Hold on. The walking animation for Anvari does not exist. I'm just saying. I've been waiting for you, Faye. Ramses? Faye, if only you hadn't been born. We're gonna settle this now. Stop it, Ramses. What reason is there to continue fighting me? Who are you fighting for? Why do you always have a bone to pick with me? Tell me. Ain't nothing but a honey. It is all because of you. If only you hadn't come in and destroyed my prospects in life. My life was given to me with a nanoreactor in Krelian's laboratory. To be born as a superior being above all humans. Then... This time, your body is young. The previous one got too old. And the name? Karen. The individual names have no meaning to me. So, what brings you here? Is that thing inside the nanoreactor there? The one? Recognition code 0808191 Ramses. Emperor has been told it's a prototype for an artificial contact. What's its status? It has entered the so-called first growth stage. From now until the binding, its growth will be several times faster than that of an ordinary human. But its psychological development will be at a little difficult to control. It is a replica. That is to be expected. It is moving. Can it hear us? Yes. It appears it already has a will of its own. Then I have a better way. Let us dispose of it. We do not need this. We have my child. My child will be 4 this year. Your having a child is significant? Yes. I checked it out. There is no mistake. It's a contact. What's its name? My child's name is Faye. So, you understand what this means. The corresponding antitype is... Yes. Probably already born somewhere. The final one. Then this thing is worthless. Yes, totally useless. Chase after it, boy. A love that's unattainable for you, no matter how hard you try to pursue it. Faye's mom's a bitch. Until then. Because of your existence, I was discarded. I was destined to be the representative of God, having the might of the Emperor. I was destined to be the ultimate existence, having the power to exercise absolute control over all.
But I lost it all. Because of you. My mother? How do you know her? Ramses. Commander, please stop this. Commander, if what you say is true, then that is even more of a reason not to fight. You were just used by Krellian and... Silence. You. Even you dare to censor me. I saved you from nearly becoming a test subject, and now you turn on me. You are mistaken. We are only thinking of your best interests. Silence. Ultimately, only I can help myself. I am the only one that can correct this. This is the end for you. On guard. Here I come, Faye.
This sucks.
Nice.
I thought that said emphysema for a second. I went, what? What kind of nonsense is that? He's got Death Blow 1 on. I should just use those. Feared this is gonna happen. This takes so much. It's okay. I got 3 turns out of it. Or a significant amount of turns out of it. I'm gonna go into this next fight with like no fuel. Gonna suck. It's gonna suck. We should be close to being dead though. Ooh, a golden vest. Nice. What's this? A hole in the wall? Oh, that wasn't there before. What is this place? This is where Carr was born, and where his hatred for you was forged. Who's there? What is this? That's Ellie. You know, after a while, you get really used to the song, especially seeing it's played like 90% of the time the end of this game is going on. Ellie. I would have liked to have been able to commend you for making it here, but your efforts were all in vain. The resurrection of Deus is imminent. Sacrificing this girl will bring about the awakening of God. What are you talking about? Why does Ellie have to be sacrificed? There's no need for you to know. For all of you, we'll all end here. Yeah, I am also not a fan of this this section either. This is one of those sections where it's like, oh, well, so the worst part about this section is if you're not using a guide of any kind, and if you're going into this completely blind, you're not going to be set up to prepare yourself for what's coming. Especially that Ramses fight. If you don't go in with frame HP or frame repairs, like, you're fucked. And if you do die, there is so much text that you cannot skip. These are very long, very dialogue heavy scenes, and it takes forever to get through to one or the other, to even test out things. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Thankfully, I have a guide. I've also played this before. I don't really remember this portion of the game, outside of like some of the key visual stuff. But I do remember like these two fights kind of sucking just because. But we shall see. All right. Hit you with the booster. You charge. Hit you with the booster. On the plus side, Ramses and Miang have close to the same amount of HP in these forms, so that's not too bad. Oh, defense and ether attack up? Okay. I'm gonna get to level 3 with everybody. Oh, except for Faye. Alright, how bad is this? Everybody's dead. Jesus Christ, we are almost all dead. Okay. Okay. That's shitty. I hate this. I hate this because I have to heal Faye, otherwise... You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Risk it for the biscuit, right? I just realized that those two have like no fuel. Do that. Gotta do that. So he's gonna die as soon as she does another one of her things. Oh, would you look at that? Fortuitous. You know, that might work if I die. It might work to spend the majority of the fight, the beginning of the fight, like just charging and getting fuel back and healing if I can. Until she does this. Let's probably kill everybody. Faye's at least dead. It sucks, but I'll make do. Homeboy has one more of these. Okay. How fortuitous that Citan hit infinity attack level. I would not have won that otherwise. And the fact that Faye didn't get experience points is fine because he's already ahead of everybody else in levels. My, aren't we powerful? Cool. Well, I never have to do that fight again. Well then, let's start over from the beginning. You think you can beat me this time? No, I know I can't. What the? I thought I defeated you. Unless you can decompose her atomic structure. You don't stand much of a chance. Normal attacks are futile against one who has the ability to regenerate. Using nanomachines. But how? Where's the lore? Now, the time has come for the Great Awakening. What the? My body feels like it's being torn apart. It is our Omnigears. It's pulling me in. Damn, what's going on? Huh? Hey, is that? Seizure warning, I suppose. I mean, a lot of what happens in this game should be preempted with seizure warnings. My apologies. Our Omni.
That's not it. Is that our Anima relics? Is it trying to detach the Anima relic from our Omnigears? Yes, that is exactly what's happening. They are swallowing up our Anima relics. Bye-bye Omnigears, I guess. It's okay, Xenogears sink 'em. What's going on? My Omnigear won't move. It's like it's dead. This is the true meaning of the Anima relics. To attain their respective animus and return to the persona. The Anima relics are really one set of parts that make up Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain their original powers of functions by aligning themselves with their destined partner. Isn't Deus just like a rogue defense AI? Like, isn't that what it is? And like the whole point of people existing on this planet is a means for it to try and refuel itself? We'll get there. We'll get there. An Omnigear that has lost its respective Anima relic is but a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there are no contents. And this girl, too, was destined to become one with God. You see, Elhaim is really one of the parts of God as well. What the hell are you talking about? Put simply, you serve to help bring all the parts of God together. Here, for me. You're a bunch of stupid fools. It's as if you're all clowns. Would you like some clown shoes? Wear those clown shoes. Run around with their big toes. You believe the legend of how our world and the universe was created. The Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purposes. That's a lie. How can that be true? I think you'll find that your friends' Omnigears are all dead too. I'm talking about your friends who split up and took a different path than you into this place. They were all parts of God that were disassembled in the past. Once again, we're all gathered here. Yes, it is indeed the time for the resurrection of God. What was it all for? Everything that I've done up until now. Oh, is that Ramses? Is that Ramses? Ramses freaking out? Yeah, he is. Ramses! It's just you. What are you doing here, Car? What about me? My existence? What was its purpose? There was only one purpose to your existence. To eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of humans. He was too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God. That is why you were created. You were only made to remove our main hindrance, Cain. But, as the original living being, Cain had absolute power. To make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. However, being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. That is why we use phase existence. Resentment. That is the source of your strength. And you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're a piece of trash. And being the reject that you are, why don't you just leave? What was I born for? What was I living for? A pathetic excuse for life. You aren't even human. Now, what to do with the lot of you? Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you have served me so well. So, as a reward, I'll allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into Dace, along with this girl.
Yeah, Ramses. She's not dead. Good.
This is how I wanted it, Car. I am fated so as not to be able to kill myself. Now, all my wishes have come true. Thanks to you.
Yeah. Ah! Too bad we missed the action. Our Omnigears gave out on the way here. Anyways, let's hurry up and save Ellie. Yeah, I know. Hang in there, Ellie. I'm letting you down now. Well, at least he's letting her know that he's letting her down.
What happened?
Oh. Yes, of course. She had no? Yeah, that's not frightening at all. Yeah, I saw that there was more Castlevania. And it's going to deal with Richter and Maria Renard. Which, hell yeah. Personally, the reason I think Castlevania worked as well as it did originally was because of Warren Ellis's writing. But him having been removed, I think the last season was a little weaker than the rest, but it was still I mean, I watched it all in like an evening because I couldn't stop watching it. I'm not saying it's bad. I think it was better with Ellis on it, and I'm sad that he's got off of it, but I understand why. I'm also excited to see what they do next with it because I like Maria as a character a lot. And Richter's cool. Richter's like the cool Belmont. Trevor's alright, but Castlevania 3 sucks. Simon is super milquetoast. I'd really like to see it if they took the Lords of Shadow storyline and converted that into some form of media, but like the majority of Castlevania fans don't like what they did with that. And I say pish posh. It's an interesting take on that franchise. Anyway. Faye's been shot, oh no. Faye. Are you hanging there? She took my gun. Why did you do that, Ellie? Ellie? What happened to you? How could you? It's not Ellie. Don't tell me she's been brainwashed. There's nothing to do with brainwashing. The majority of my body is comprised of nanomachine colony. Not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be surprised. This much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Unify with the mother? Yeah, that girl, Elhayam, is our mother.
Yes, I am the mother of all humans.
She's not. Ellie? What are you babbling on about? Snap out of it, Ellie.
You're as tense as usual, but I don't blame you. So be it. I will explain to you all about it. This Deus, one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built in ancient times by humans from another planet.
I was right.
It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will to take control of a targeted planet. But you should have known this much from looking at the Raziel records. Anyway, during a test run, Deus became uncontrollable. It released its power and annihilated a whole planet. Creators of Deus found its immeasurable power to be too much of a threat and hence forcibly shut it down. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled and placed on an interplanetary immigrant passenger ship to be transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the disassembled Deus resisted. It tried to take over the passenger ship that was transporting it. However, as a last line of defense against the escape Deus, its creators unexpectedly destroyed the whole ship, sending it crashing to this planet. Deus knew that it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, and so it detached its core from the Zohar power reactor. Zohar? Yes, Zohar is what drives all of the gears on this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energy to the slave generators in our gears. It is also the source of all the ether power that the inhabitants of this planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacements caused by actualizing potential future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy.
Source of all our ether power. Are you saying all our energy comes from that one power reactor or engine?
Yes, there's more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kodamoni, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant, that can generate organic material. Using this, it prepared for itself a genetic-based system for the day when Deus would be resurrected. Thus, the first humans were created from there, Emperor Cain and the elders of the Gazelle ministry.
Are you saying the Emperor and the Gazelle geezers were people born from Deus?
Do you know why the Gazelle ministry desired the Anima relics in their bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming human, the bodies of the ministry were once part of the organic elements in the core circuit that made up Deus. There were two types of organic elements. The female type was called Anima, while the male type was called Animus. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with machinery, suited for use as terminal interface weapons for Deus.
That would explain why Emeralda does not get an Omnigear. Because she's an artificial creation from the artificial creations that were the humans of this planet.
In other words, those Omnigears you were using were one form of such weapons. The ministry, which were Animus, were to become one again with their separated Anima at the time of the resurrection of God.
Yeah, she's like on a soapbox after being crucified and shooting Faye, who is bleeding out, by the way. He's totally bleeding out because he was shot in the stomach. You know, that's like the worst place to get shot. Anyway.
But in a war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then that they decided to extract their own genetic factor from certain individuals with their human descendants who carried the appropriate sets of DNA. All so each of them could become one with their respective Anima again. Descendants?
Then we're all...
Yes, you humans are all descendants of Cain and the Gazelle ministry. They were born from the persona, gave birth, and propagated. They followed their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus. Yes, but it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember those mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus. We humans are parts for God? Yes, almost all the people are destined to become parts of Deus. But you people gathered here are all different. You could say you escaped that destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus, but Krelian compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to humans living through multiple generations. That deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Krelian. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for it because it's lore, but boy, howdy, is there a lot here. This is the actual story of this game. This is like, I'll go over in a second. Not only that, but as nanomachines added additional functions, Deus has thus evolved into the perfect weapon. Ellie, what has happened? Why do you know all that? I am Miang, the Keeper of Time, representative of our god, Deus, also the naked lady during the intro cutscene. I was born to guide the people toward the path of the resurrection of Deus. That's ridiculous. Miang was just... You're limited in your ability to understand. Yang's factor exists within all women. One who transcends the generations, caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies, somewhere another Miang is awakened. It is programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits the duty is just a matter of probability, Faye. That Miang over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus is awakened. I am one of the parts that composes Deus, hence, I must become one with him. Ellie, why did it have to be you? If Miang is a part of Deus, why did it not happen earlier?
Still not enough for her just to have awakened. Although she may be Miang, she still isn't the true Miang. The true Miang?
Let's go, Krelian. All that is left to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return it to how it was. Then, I can complete my unification with the final fragment of Deus, the Zohar modifier. A power reactor that fell upon this planet and became our genesis, and now our apocalypse.
Eradication of civilization? What is the purpose of doing that?
Who knows? The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. I am just programmed to act in this way.
Come. It is time for the awakening of the true mother.
Please, wait, Ellie. Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening.
So this is a trend that a lot of JRPGs tend to have, in my experience. I'm going to compare this to Final Fantasy VII in particular. In that, in Final Fantasy VII, you start off trying to take down Shinra because they're taking in the Mako energy and converting it and destroying the planet. It then eventually becomes a thing where an alien life form from another world crashed down onto that planet and started sucking the life out of it. I mean, it really started with Chrono Trigger. Started sucking the life out of it and found ways to implant itself into beings and its spawn. You then end up fighting and killing it and saving the world that way. Making everything you do, essentially, up until the point you find out about the life stream In Genova, like Genova specifically, moot. So like, 25 hours of that game. This game is that to an nth degree, where everything you do up until this point in the game is not the story. Like, sure, it's your character, it's the journey, your character's doing all this stuff, but it's not the story. The real purpose of what you're doing is you have been goaded, G-O-A-D-D, or D-E-D, goaded into assisting your enemies. And not just your enemies, but like 2 people, with eliminating the entirety of civilization so that this weapon system can come back online and leave the planet and go and destroy more planets. That's exactly it. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's one of the Final Fantasy VII story is one of those things where it's like, when you get to the end of it, you're like, this is kind of dumb, but like every Final Fantasy story is kind of dumb in a way that's enjoyable. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, and I'm not saying this game suffers for it, because it doesn't. But man, when you hit this point and you find out just what Deus is, the fact that it's not actually God, and like, it's just weird. And then the shit that happens after you fight it and like actually get to the final area, that's when shit really blows up and you're just kind of like, what is going on? This game's wild, man. I forgot exactly how wild, and I'm very happy I'm replaying it because it's super wild. Let's continue. Let me get rid of Ellie's face here. Ellie! Wait, Faye! Do not release the system. Titan, wait. We're only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now. Really, the meat of these games is the execution. It's not so much the story, it's the execution. It's why we love them. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the capital of Kislev, Nortune. Like, that palace is just a fucking space station, super dimensional space station Macross thing. Yeah, like out of nowhere. But you know what it doesn't destroy? A lighthouse. But to finish out what I was saying about like the stories being really stupid and like kind of just like bonkers, like Chrono Trigger's story, Final Fantasy VII story, and even this story to an extent, yes, the overarching stories are a little walk. Like an alien comes crashing down to the planet and you have to save it while it sucks the planet dry of all of its resources. Each one handles it in a slightly different way. Each one is enjoyable in its own way. The real key is telling that ridiculous ass story and have it feeling compelling, which this game I think does in spades. Because even though everything up until this point, all of the story interactions, like who the enemy is and why the enemy is the enemy, were all lies and fabrications, you still felt great about overcoming the odds because they made those villains bad. Like, Krellian is an awful, awful villain. Like, I would rank him up there with JRPG greats like Kefka and I'm sure there's others, but I would rank him up there with in that like echelon of like bad guys where they are bad on a level where they just don't give a shit, and it's great. It's wonderful. I love it. I love bad guys that are just bad for bad's sake. especially in a game like this. Because the whole point of JRPGs is a very stark contrast between good and evil. When you start getting into gray areas with the villains, it starts becoming up its own ass. And no one likes to be up their own ass. I mean, come on. Okay, let us continue. I may finish this. I got a lot of side quests to do, so I might not finish this tonight. We'll see. God. The interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus, had awakened and its arc, Merkaba, was activated. It's just Merkaba. Deus began to absorb, one after the other, the mutated people, destined to be its parts. While the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it, to exterminate us and our civilization. It set into action. The planet's surface was destroyed by Merkaba and the weapons born from out of it called the Seraph Angels. For real. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost. Along with his gear, Veltol, discovered together the place where Merkaba was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return. It was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. He did not regain consciousness. The people of Shevat, and we ourselves, feared a relapse of Id's power, and had no choice but to put Faye into carbonite freeze. We Han Solo'd him, if you will. I would like to add that, I have a new appreciation for Disc 2, because with how condensed these story sections are, and how much stuff is just kind of getting glossed over because they're just hand-waving it with the story segments instead of actually letting you play it. This would have had to have been a minimum of 4 discs, but actually it would have had to have been a minimum of 3 games, because disc 2 is 2 full fucking games in itself with just the amount of story that it's showing. They could have just had this game be 1 disc, and then another disc be up until this portion, and then this portion be the 3rd disc or 3rd game in the series, and just expand upon it. It would have been amazing. I mean, granted, I've only got 58 hours, and I've only put 8 hours into the game since hitting disc 2, but still, fucking, that's a lot. And it's all text. So it's because it's all story, it's you take that and you could blow it up to 2 to 3 times what it is, and you could have gotten another 24 hours out of this thing easily by now. Easily. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shevat fear Faye so much? Even if Graf and Id's power were comparable. It is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed. And now we are simply trying to put a lid on it. The error that you committed. Shevat instigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power. Fearing the war-torn peoples would no longer be with Shevat, but with the Nissan Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia. Council of Elders of Shevat back then made a deal with Solaris. A deal? Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, were at odds with the woman who held the real power behind the scenes. Would that happen to have been Miang? Most probably it was.
Fearing the increasing power of the masses assembling in Nisan, the Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nisan, and also their patron, Sophia. The leaders of Shivat accepted, and it was decided that Nisan would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shivat did not participate in the battle. Thwarted by the awesome numbers of the Solarian army, and with their path of retreat cut off, the Nisan rebel army ran out of options and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all of this was Lacan, Art's ancestor Roni, myself, and Krelian.
You were also there.
Yes, surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. And then the rebel force's flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack.
Oh, dope. CG. It's only been a few times you get to see this. Flashing lights, siege warning. Oh, that was creepy. I don't like it when guns move like fingers. On battleships, it's just offset. It's very off-putting.
Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men.
Khan and Krelian.
Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nisan sex militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. "I will create God with my own hands," were the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan, he resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him. So he began to search for the legendary power.
Legendary power?
God's resting place, Mahanan, the source of divine wisdom, Raziel, and the Anima relics, which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend.
And that is?
Zohar.
Zohar? That has the same name as the Zohar modifier. The power reactor that Miang spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of God Deus. But what she claimed is also the source of our ether powers and the driving force of all of our gears.
It would have to be one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after its power. Lacan became Graf, and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility for not having been able to stop it. And now, Faye, one who has the same power as Graf, we just wanted to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds.
Why not try and harness it for use? Oh, I mean, he's not gonna kill Miang. It's Ellie. What a pickle. Graf, the man once known as Lacan, sought after the power of Zohar. The one who has the same power as Graf, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek out that power. And that presentiment, is that even a word? That presentiment became reality. I need to check if that is a word, because that seems wrong. Nope, it's a word. An intuitive feeling about the future, especially one of foreboding. Interesting. Interesting that they would choose that word instead of something like a foreboding feeling. Or a foreboding premonition. That might be too big. Even still, presentiment. It's a word. Makes me think of Entenmann's, the snack company. I find it funny that when I originally started playing this, I wanted to beat it in a week. Where am I? Ooh. Who am I? This is my memory? Doc. Art. Rico. Billy. Iceman. Rough. Everyone. My memories. Ellie. Mother? Id. Who are you? I'm surprised. It's pretty clever. You're Id. Misjudged you. Didn't expect you to fake personality. You'd create a fourth persona. Fourth persona? He can't feel anything. He's shut up inside your ego. Pressing facts, truths you won't face? You're afraid of them, so you desire to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. And so you formed a fourth persona, a fourth Fae. The name, it doesn't matter. He's the one on the stage. He's the one who's in control of our body. But it is a useless form of resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He has the key. I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Are you coming too? Come on, guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? Well, it's also due to my business savvy. What's wrong, Lacan? You look kind of worried. What's bothering you? You worried about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia? Oh, you mean your childhood friend who's now the Holy Mother of Neeson? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near me, or my home when I was a child. She went to the clinic there for convalescence. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She does not wish herself to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it
Seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted at first. But when she heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's what I don't understand. I see. And then she must like you. What are you talking about? That's how women are, dude. Hi, Krellian. Hey, Krell. What's up? Not having any. It's ready to eat. Yeah. Holy Mother of Neeson, huh? What? What are you out to offend divine providence or something, Lacan? Cut it out. It's not like that. What? What do you, what? You gotta lighten up a little. Let me just give you a quick HJ by the fire, man. That's what it looked like he was gonna try and do. Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart. And now I'm hooked on reading. Hooked on phonics. You hear me? Reading is fundamental. Riff that shit up. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately I've been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering. Nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Zeboim civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written on it. We'll never know now. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately, you've seen melancholy almost every day. Something happened? I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry. Do you mind if we stop here for today? See, it is not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up for a little while? I'll have Krellian take you. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random. Everyone around me feared me. Even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. She was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me what that was, and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand at the front lines, so... Is that really the problem? Lacan? Her smile. It's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being become insignificant. Inside my heart, there is this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever. But suddenly I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brushstrokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is it's my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why. I have to stop now. Your own self. You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between you, your own inner emptiness, and her inner abundance. And you cannot fill that gap. That's why you are quitting your painting. You are refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a honey. It was me who was receiving such feelings.
He just jealous. That's why he's so evil. He just jealous.
You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress?
Is this really a true expression?
Yeah, to people who don't know her that well, I guess.
Her smile. I don't know. The smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she usually shows us. I realize the clown's feelings are in there too, but I don't think she has ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression on Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it. This picture, it's anything but beautiful. You can't. You say you're empty. Then why do you come along with us?